really thrives in this free flow. Give her a song with lyrics that can
Yeah,
let
it's
her
almost
just
like
kind of just go and soar.
yeah. Well, it's almost
And
like an expressionist kind of approach, where it's totally driven, not total, I can't say totally because
not totally, but I know,
but,
but
but a lot by emotion.
significant part of it, right? And well, think about the hand movement too, right?
Right,
That
right,
is
right.
that I think matches up with her singing. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg or Gregory, and that guy over there, right finger, that is Chris or
On the other side,
Christopher.
man.
What else? Do you have a nickname over there that you go by?
None that I care to mention.
Yeah. We'll keep it at Chris.
Yes, let's keep it that way.
So what you got, man?
Okay, I've got a song by one of our perennial favorites, by
Radiohead.
Aurora, and the
Oh,
name of the
Aurora.
song is "So Long, Marianne." It's been requested through Kofi. That's all I'm going to say. Give it a listen, and you look like you have a question.
Well, can I ask you just for like in 10 seconds, tell the audience out there what Kofi is? Can you sum that
Oh
up?
yeah, it's if you want to request guaranteed that we'll cover and react to, um, just go to our Kofi site, which is you'll find a link on our page, and just click on that link, and it'll tell you how to go about it, and we'd be happy to do one of your requests, one or
Guaranteed,
more actually.
guaranteed reaction too. So cool. All right, man. Aurora. Um, when you were saying perennial favorites, I'm thinking like Radiohead, but of
Yeah,
course
I guess we got some. We got
we
a
got
bunch
a
of
few, right?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
Aurora, man, excellent. And I think it's been a long time coming. I think it's been actually almost 2 weeks since we've dropped an Aurora reaction.
I don't
And I think
know.
people in Norway,
I'm losing track.
I think people in Norway are like, they're losing patience. So
Come
this is
on
good.
already.
All right, here we go. I'm off.
All right.
The window, my little darling. I like to try to read your palm. You used to think I was just some kind of gypsy boy. Before I let you take me home. Now so long, Marianne. It's time that we begin to laugh and cry and laugh about it all again.
That was lovely. That really was.
All right, I'm back,
You are?
and another lovely, lovely Aurora song.
So you come back a better person than you left,
Yeah,
having
yeah. Well,
listened
I
to
was
this.
I was a
Okay.
pretty nifty person going in anyway, but
You were nifty. That's exactly the word I would use to describe you. But you're niftier now.
yeah, yeah, I think so. Well, yeah. Anytime you
Nifty. I
listen
haven't
to
heard that
Aurora,
word in a while. They should bring that. We should bring that back. That's
anytime
nifty.
you listen to Aurora in a very pretty, lovely song, as this
Mhm.
was. So you're gonna give me information. I'm usually asking for information on the other side. So I got questions. I got questions if this is a cover or an original. My guess is that it's a cover.
It's a coin
Um,
toss, huh? With her.
what's that?
It's kind of a coin toss with her. She does a lot of covers.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking it's a cover. Because yeah, I don't know. That's just my guess. And I won't go any further than that. So
Hey,
tell me if I'm right or wrong.
you're batting 1,000 so far.
And who would she be covering on
I will
this?
give you a hint there. It's somebody who we've done one of her covers of this person before.
So it's either Bowie or Cohen, because I think the other cover was a Beatles one, and you said this person. So I'm going to put the Beatles right to the side, all
Yeah, because
four
you know every
of
Beatles
them.
song. You know.
So Bowie, or you know what? Unless she really slowed it down to be her own sort of pace, whatever like that sort of piano, the pacing, I would say out of Bowie and Cohen, Leonard Cohen. That's my guess.
Yep, still batting 1,000, my friend. Very
Wow.
good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense a little bit. Marianne, that almost sounds like, because he liked to put names in his songs.
Yeah.
So now it's all just coming coming together. Yeah, this is lovely. The piano I actually wrote lovely. Piano was lovely. Her voice beautiful. Um, nice range. The typical puts herself into the song, puts herself into the lyrics,
Yeah.
the words. Um, she feels them. She's making us feel what she's feeling, which is, I mean, I really don't know really what the song is about. It was more just listening to her, the music, visually,
Yeah.
and it was just, you go with that, and I figured you'd tell me what the song's about. but you know, but you could definitely get emotion from her, and that's what you feel, and she has the hand movement too. That's sort of
Right.
a
Right.
signature thing from Aurora, right? Yeah, yeah. And then later on in the song, when uh when the keyboardist, she then sort of jumped in with, doing some like a duet. She was
Mhm.
singing background vocals. That sounded beautiful. That really did. That just I think that just enriched the song even more, when she came in. And yeah. Yeah. So, it's interesting to know that Leonard Cohen wrote this song. And we do know about some of her history, and the record player and a bunch of albums, and Dylan and I guess Leonard Cohen.
Well, this was
Um,
from Leonard Cohen's first album, which came out in 1967.
but she's got like an old soul, when it comes to this stuff, to these I guess paying homage, or just, really I guess she was inspired and influenced by these, great artists from the past, and wanted to do their songs,
Mhm.
and really, putting her own stamp on them, so just another one that's just very nice, very nice. I actually now know it's a Leonard Cohen song. I think I like this one more than the other Leonard Cohen song.
Oh, really?
uh yeah, yeah.
I
um
like her version of the other song better than her cover of, a
I
lot
think
better than her cover of this.
I think musically, I don't know if it's so much anything that she did or didn't do in the
I think
last
the song,
performance. I think it's the song itself. I like this song better than the other one.
right.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, what information do you have?
Well, like I said, it came out in the original came out in 67.
Yeah.
This performance was done in Thalia Hall in Chicago. I don't know what year. And I don't know if she has a studio version of this cover. I'm not sure. But the one of the things about I it's a good performance, and I always voice is always great, performance is always great, but for this particular song, and this might be because I've known the Leonard Cohen version for so long, I prefer the Leonard Cohen version. It's believe it or not, it's more upbeat.
Oh wow.
Leonard Cohen could be upbeat. I mean, it is more pronounced, I'd have to listen to the Aurora version again now because it's kind of slipping my mind. But in the Leonard Cohen version, there's a really, really strong triplet feel. So it's like da 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 da, the triplet feel. And it's this lilting thing that gives it an energy that I found was kind of missing from her version. Now there's nothing wrong with her version. I'm just comparing the two and what my preference is. And actually, yeah, it was a fairly energetic sounding Leonard Cohen song. And as far as the meaning of it, she is somebody who he had a relationship with in the 60s. And she was the ex-wife of a friend of Leonard Cohen's, who was another writer. And what he has said about her name is Marianne Ihlen, Ihlen.
Yeah.
And he considered her like his muse for a while, so his inspiration. And it's really looking back on their relationship. And, when he says, it's time that we began to laugh and cry and laugh about it all again. So they're looking at, it's in retrospect, and it looks like it's a positive thing, right? Even with the crying part that, we let's see it in its fullness, in its whole range. And he said that, there's a quote of his, he said he began the song on Aylmer Street in Montreal and finished it a year or so later at the Chelsea Hotel in New York. He's got a song called Chelsea Hotel, okay? I stayed at the Chelsea Hotel once. It was a dump by then. But but it's real, you've heard about it before, right? It's famous for all these old, I think Eugene
I never
O'Neill
stayed there. No.
Yeah, you're okay. You're better off. He says she gave me about her, Marianne. He said, Leonard Cohen says, she gave me many songs and she has given songs to others too. She is a muse. So yeah, I think she definitely was a positive influence on him. And you can hear that definitely in his version with that, like I was saying, that energetic kind of thing and a kind of upbeat kind of happy kind of thing,
Yeah.
I'd have to listen to Aurora's version again.
Yeah.
To get to come up with a better assessment and a stronger takeaway from it. But I've been listening to Leonard Cohen's version for so long that it's kind of, you listen to one version for a long time, and it's really hard to give a cover a chance sometimes because you can't help but compare them.
What was do you know what the instrumentation was on the Leonard Cohen?
Well, now you're just getting difficult.
Well, because I'm just thinking that it might just be this particular performance. It was very stripped down. It was keyboard, two singers. I don't remember seeing anybody else on the stage. So
the background vocals on the original Leonard Cohen one were more prominent throughout.
Yeah.
So I know about that, and the instrumentation was pretty basic, guitar, bass, drums. I'm not even sure about drums. I'd have to hear it again.
I'm just wondering if just Aurora and the background singer, who was the keyboardist, and I think it was just the keyboards. I just wonder if it was so minimal, that
It's as far as As
That
far as the overall, I don't know if it was minimal, how minimal it was as far as, the number of different instruments, but it
right.
was definitely minimal, like you're saying, stripped down in the delivery.
Yeah,
The Leonard Cohen was everything was going at once.
I'm just wondering if that was at the expense of like the triplet feel that you talked about. That I wonder if that or if that was really what she intended in this performance. What's interesting though
Hers
is
seemed
that
to be more of a free flowing kind of
it
approach.
was it was she really is. Those words I think really best describe Aurora and her songs, her
Mhm.
performances. She that allows her. She really thrives in this free flow. Give her a song with lyrics that can
Yeah,
let
it's
her
almost
just
like,
kind of just go and soar.
yeah. Well, it's almost
And
like an expressionist kind of approach, where it's totally driven, not total, I can't say totally because,
not totally, but I know,
but,
but
but a lot by emotion.
significant
And-
part of it, right? And well, think about the hand movement too, right?
right,
That
right,
is
right,
that I think matches up with her singing and like I think her style, where she goes most of the time with her vocals, her singing.
right,
It's very free flowing
right.
and just the
And
the hand
she
movement.
could like suspend a part that isn't in the original song,
Yeah,
and then everything else has to kind of match her, rather than like Leonard Cohen, his version is like, it's a straight rhythm throughout, and he
and
keeps that.
it's interesting because I'm going by what you're saying about the song because I don't know it. I don't know the
Mhm.
original version by Leonard
I'm
Cohen.
curious as to what you would think of that.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
we'll
maybe
cover
that's a
that.
reaction down the road. But what I
Actually, this was on my list for you to react to, the
that's
Leonard Cohen
really
version, and then we got this request. Yeah.
wow. I haven't seen it on the list yet. But what I would say though, without knowing that song, the version, I would say that just this version right here, um, I didn't detect sadness. Not really.
No, there
No,
isn't
no.
any
And
sadness.
I actually wrote lovely. It's just
Well,
everything was
yeah,
now, when something's really sad, you could say, well, you could, there's other words to describe something beautiful that's really sad. And she's sung some sad pieces, that we've heard, but there was just something nice and just about this. Yeah. And
yeah. I didn't catch any sadness.
yeah,
Some heartfelt reminiscing, but
reminiscent.
not in
And
a sad
reminiscent always
way.
doesn't have to mean, because some people could look, at, it could be reminiscent is part of that is regret at times, but it doesn't always have to be. You could look back on
Yeah.
something
Well,
and reflect.
it could, this looks like it's a mixture of good things and things that may be a little bittersweet,
Yeah.
which is not a negative thing.
No, no, because I would describe life almost, you have the good and the bad. I think, everyone is faced with that. And so, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, no, this was another, I don't, I think there were, I mean, it's only because we've done several now, right? It's easy to start comparing. I don't know where I would place this. I wouldn't put it at the very top of the Aurora performances. It's just because now this is maybe number 7, number 8, and now you
Mhm.
really, one's taught, like pushing the other one down and they're trying to go up, you start comparing,
Sure.
but I, I will say right now, have not heard a bad Aurora song, have not heard or witnessed a bad,
Yeah, I
um,
guess I haven't either, Tom.
even slightly, Aurora performance. Um, it's like, so I don't know if it's 7 or 8 songs. It's like 7 for 7, 8 for 8.
Yeah, I'm losing track.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 100%. We're batting 1,000. We're batting 1,000 right now with Aurora.
Cheese. She's batting
She
a
is.
thousand.
All right, she's done all the
We'll
work.
take a
Yeah.
little chance.
All right. Cool.
All right, man.
You want to take us out?
Sure. Thank you for the request. This was a good choice. And Greg, we will see everybody again next time on Into the Music.
See ya.